one day I want to learn to see I'm gonna smoke, you know, and go chop the ganja. And I say, you know, the ganja lick me down and tell me that I eat it, and I say, in order to get it into the school, you have to sing the swags and the lingos that you might use, the same bad words. Degrade the female, no man, not call them germs and muck, and they keep on telling you them, they say, oh, jump in a dirty boot and a dirty pants, and go dig up some ground same way. Opposed to sit down on the corner alone and say, that's why I'm banging line. You see, though I made part of that Rasta and learn about it, I wouldn't say I'm a Rastafari per se. Cartel was the man who basically listened the most because him all the way there trying to emulate.
You want to be conscious, but then there's also that side of you where you want the dancehall and the brookouts, and you want to see the girl them go on with themselves.
Kshema, you see, I say you have some man free to tell you now. Me love a man just like Kshema. Me a human being, me just like what me like. If you perceive me as a Michael Jackson, that's a fair business, because me and him.
Known for his conscious lyrics and genre-bending sound, this St. Mary native has captured our hearts with ambition. Yaksta, through his music, promotes financial independence, self-sufficiency, and positive lifestyle choices. His unique style fuses reggae and dancehall influences, making him a standout voice in modern Jamaican music. And we're really grateful that Yaksta could take time out of his schedule to take us on his awesome journey. Welcome, Mr. St. Mary. I'm really excited to hear more about your journey, and we want to start off with your foundation, you know, take we back to Mr. Martin, you know. What was it like growing up in St. Mary, Jamaica?
St. Mary is literally what I am, you know. It very much encapsulates my own origin, you know, my own reality. It's like St. Mary, most people don't have it as a rural parish, even though it's also lush and full of, you know, wealth. You know, certain type of resources that most parts of Jamaica may not even possess, you know. It's a hidden gem that many people overlook and actually exploit, as we all know, because Jamaica is a big plantation of exploitation, as we can really talk on the behalf of what we see growing up as Jamaicans, you know. Whilst we have so much brain drain, but nonetheless, not sway from the question. My upbringing was basically, you know, a single mom also. She raised 10 youth, you know, 3 which is hers, and the 7 which is our actual sisters. You know, Clock Street, Portmore to be exact, but we rename the place and call it Black Street. As you know, we're Jamaicans, you know. You know, Portmore, I said, yeah, so I grew up in the actual town of St. Mary, the capital, Portmore. You know, beach life, you know, young farming, and you don't know, it was always about school and getting the right academics, you know, to excel in society, quote unquote. But from a tender age, I figured that really and truly the world is actually a matrix, you know. And in order for use my time wisely and do what I wanted to do, you would just bend the algorithm of how them and design it for we as youths and just come do something different. It's not unorthodox because many people do music, but the music with a passion, also having a different passion for something is different from music, which is farming and business. So yeah, pretty much.
Yaksta, you gave us so much right there, and you know we can tell like from a very young age, you know you were always intelligent, like you're extremely smart. Now I wanted to talk to us about. You mentioned your mom, you know, a single family home. Do you have any relationship with your father at all, and how would you describe your mommy?
My mother is one of the most wonderful female you can ever find. You know, very caring. She's a big heart walking with foot, you know, with feet, I should say. But yeah, my daddy never did it as a youth, but I'm a general, you know, because some fathers are just not fathers when it comes down to like knowing how to. But one thing I can tell you is a good provider, is a very kind person. I always have the best things them to tell them to see me. You know, big up my holistic business, you know, Michael Monks, and check him out, the real bush doctor. Because the man, they have all the herbs see me. And, you know, him also always empowering you them to do the best. So even though I wasn't there as a youth, I see efforts and try to do now as I grow older, you know? Because, you know, me, a man going to be unapologetic about anything I say. I'm going to use it and taunt him, you know, every day. So that's my gift to him, you know, for not being there. So, me suffer too. But nonetheless, he's a very great person. I just grew up and learning flaws and I just know how I go. You know, so when I go be one of them youth there, I'm going to go like some boy, I'm have the worst father in the world. I don't really have the worst father, to be honest. I'm just never did it. Majority of the time that I wanted him to. But nonetheless, I wouldn't change it for anything else, you know. So big up my father, man, Michael. Bless.
Wow, amazing. No,
Yeah.
I wanted to share with us like a school experience that basically was life changing for you in terms of it helped you to define the path you want to go on.
To be honest, school was never the definition of what I am now. It was the actual hardship, my reality. Life itself was really and truly my tutor. School was just a part of the curriculum that was given to me to conform to. But as you know, I'm never and I will never be a conformist because we're not sent here for always be programmed, even though we are and think that we are not, you know. But in high school, I was always favored. In primary school, I was a top art student, because like people know I can sew, people know I can draw, I can paint. I was a dancer when I was younger, and music was the
Hey.
last choice. Yeah, man, that back dancer. Yeah, man. Nah, no more than them dancer, man. Yeah, man. It's a mash up school, man. And I was a famous, after in school as well. So, I can't remember Miss Bogle. She was the lady who discovered the talent from a tender age when I was going to primary school, and she put me in an art class. And even though I couldn't read at the time, I excelled further than most students when it come on to like certain activities, like anything that was actually physical. And I learned to read properly when I was in grade 6. We got my auntie, Anne Marie
Oh,
Stanford.
wow.
Yeah, man. And from this, I just started taking the music the right way, about grade 8 to grade 9. Because before me, my cousin write the song them, like, but I DJ the lyrics them and them write them because I couldn't spell the words them. But when I give back book, no, I couldn't read it back. you know?
Whoa.
So, yeah, so, yeah, and, just start push for learn, academics more. And then, my mother is not normally buy me exercise book them for me. And if it was Max book, half it was maths and the rest of it was just lyrics, you know. So even though she had a different direction for me, I knew that I was going to be an artist anyways. Whether I go when because when I just think to be the most famous artist, I just want to be impactful that can actually help change people's life because the accolade is really and truly not an accolade if you're not loved by the people's memory and heart. Putting a plaque on the wall, enough people have come after you and get them thing there, and people not remember them thing there. And it's not the Grammys really and truly like define your success when it comes down to like generational impact. Is what you do now. So I am just a vessel transporting the message, and I may not even be the one who reap the rewards from what I'm doing now, but nonetheless, still, all it starts from just being poor, and I'm sure about
Wow.
that.
No, so Yaksta, how old were you when you have this level of determination and consciousness about who you want to be?
I can't remember. I'm going to my auntie yard when I was 9. But that's when it was me shouldn't leave, but me through me the youth. When she give me my dinner, I used to eat that dinner and go buy Camille and get cat. I was a very favored kid in my community, So when I have like 5 yards, I eat at even time. So when I leave my mother yard and I'm bare food and then go back Camille house and get film food same and then I go to Raquel and then when I drive, then when I run going to my auntie now, run a Cock Street and get for the last round. So when I come home one evening, after my belly full and my mother sit down on the stone. Because we have a big stone at the outside and she that I never fish she scale or coconut she that oxide and she said, Father God, why my life so hard? But I never quite figure out it fully. But I know say they have to do with she not being happy. You get me? Because I was always angry. Because even as I used to wonder if my mother like me, to be honest. But not understanding the frustration what she have to deal with, in her reality. Maybe she young and she don't want to go out and enjoy herself and can't because she have her youth then. So, them things that sometimes we have to also, take heed to when it comes down to like the female, I mean, I said no, analogy. Or I normally analyze a female and your species will basically function because really and truly is a work of art and is a work hand hand. It's like it's a forever
Stop
changing
it.
spectrum. It's a whole forever man for the woman, man. Believe me, I can bet it's the same for man to see when it comes down to the female. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just my mother one day then she'll look out and I'm just say, boy, I'm gonna change her life. And that was really and truly where the inspiration comes. I came from, to be honest. And from this, I just started pursuing music. She never believed in it to see me, to be honest. It wasn't the biggest support I got. And that was something really kind of, impact my mentally to see me because, it's normal as a youth, you do something and say, boy, you're good at it. And I want to see your parents and did it. and show the support. So that's something I'm actually used to battle with it. I feel like them thing give me all the mental trauma talking to sometimes, but nonetheless still I did got support in the long run. So big up mother see me of awareness.
Wow. I love the realness, that you're
Yeah,
giving us, and thank you so much for keeping it real,
yeah,
Yaksta. But, even though you were so passionate about the music and, this is the path that you want to go on, like you did different jobs before you actually got into music, like hospitality and retail.
yeah.
Talk to us about these experiences and how them end up fueling your journey towards pursuing music.
So even though, all right, so retailing and even like you know being a young entrepreneur trying your own business, because I was a famous street seller called Cheap and Swaggin. I made the response with all of the female them. I said to me, all the new tights them and the bubble gum skirt them and the G string
Yeah.
them and all them things that you can think about. Me and me the back when me at 19, 20 them time, every girl I said me, you don't normally come check me at night time for tights and anything for go dance. So it's like my business was booming. So I actually figured out that doing a 9 to 5 is really and truly conforming to a particular rule. When doing your own business, the only rule is that it is not guaranteed. You get me? I say? Even a 9 to 5 still not is, because if them don't get no farmer customer, them will lay you off anyways. But nonetheless, still, it's far from this, but me used to walk and, rhyme. Like, cheap me cheap and sucking, boast, and bragging. Ladies come look at me having Brazilian drawers and
Hey.
everything. So it's like, them be fun of me. They're
Yeah,
very fun now,
yeah.
man. And like, more times I'm a book all the chatter youth them, the youth them have the money and something, and them run a 2, 3 girl, and I see them under them run, I say, all right, this is my time now for striking. So, me I push back half of the bag of clothes from the girl, so by the time I do that, sometimes I 30, 40,000 me I make, Cause, the man
Wow.
now I look him thing look shaky, so, me sell
Yeah,
off
yeah.
half of the bag and go back and market again. So, you know, yeah, and leave that because at the time, we find a girlfriend and she never really so like what me they do. So I'm gonna look at a normal 9 to 5 working by Jamaica Grand, but I was never happy because I knew that that was not me per se. I went from there and I went to Rio Palace and I met a youth called Sanjay Nigos. And see me at the EG and I say, yo, you may be a manager one day. And he used to always follow me around in the hotel and or call me from back office because I used to wash plate and pat on them thing there. So he used to call me from under the back of like the back office and call me at the front, and then he would have introduced me to his guests. And then when I sang, that's when they would actually give me a stipend. So, I was compensated for my performances. But he also tell me, say, if I had stayed washing plates and pots, I'll die a miserable man and very poor. So I think I need to pursue my dreams more. And he went on a work program. He took the road as with a normally call runoff, you know. And while he might try bill himself, the man is to send me like $200 and $300 and go go studio. Because most people never go
Wow.
invest their money. So it's a youth way. I always hold dear to me heart, because what you now see, it was really and truly a missing ingredient to this monster and all people don't call bush lad. Yeah.
That is an amazing story, Yaksta. So here it is now. You found somebody to encourage you, invest in you, and you start the whole studio thing. So take us from there, what that experience was like. And we know that before we get to home, where the song will blow up online on
Eh.
Facebook. But what was that experience like going to studio and recording?
Sassy Music Studio. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sassy Music Studio was in Pineapple at the time. So I was actually working at Rio at the time. So I just travel from Rio at evening time. So after I done my shift, so I done do like a 8 or 9 hour shift, drive 2 hours come out, record and drive 2 hours, go back to Montego Bay to meet my next shift in the morning. So it was very tedious. I was always tired at work, but I never wanted to be at work. Yeah, but they want for this is either me I do my own business or sing. And I just did this same because at the time my cousin did get me to work at Rio. And things wasn't really looking up at that time. Like the relationship had gotten sour, and me just never want to be in the space no more. So one day I just write a resignation letter. And I just walk off and I call my mother and tell my mother, say, Mama, man, come home, I'm like a person with music now. And, we start travel from, I met I had a girl called Lataya Mckay. And she tell me, say, all right, she can do some PR and free. So we paid her $200 at a time, and that's enough money them time to see me, to pay her PR. So they had the $200 and come at town and she introduced me to some people and came, I got TVJ. I'm gonna go up on TV and me go sing and then I could think that a young artist and then come some boom now. And she came, I got bigger than me meet a youth named Mall and Easy. And then when we forward, like I miss forward and DJ with whole heap of lyrics and speed and Mall and I say, oh, you have a very unique sound, but you sound like Cartel at the time. Because Cartel was the man who basically listened the most because him all the way there try to emulate. But me they also love Chronic's music, because Chronic's really and truly play a very pivotal part and Peter Tosh basically what I am now because I really them kind of show me say consciousness could have be cool. I want to them, I never gonna lie, it's when me a big man. You know Bob Marley hit song them, but it's when me a big man, me start diving in Bob Marley's file and search it out. Junior Gang was more of an inspiration and that market more than Bob Marley for me personally, you know? And yeah. And it's like while doing all that, the inspiration of just trying to make our own niche market for myself was where it all sparked. But my initial creation of the music or additive to the music was a thing called bingy trap. Where we're gonna use a trap beat and offbeat dancehall sounds or universal sounds and create our own niche for myself. And that is where Ambition birthed. So Set Me American was an anthem before Ambition. Also Boogie Woogie was a scat infused reggae song that blew up online and enough people use it. And I don't want to know the song start get big. After almost 9 years, Boogie Woogie just start blew up in Brazil. Just a while ago. But we have this song called Home and we had shoot the video in St. Mary representing where I come from. And all local selectors and bars and everything like that play them songs. So that's where me start get more confidence now. Because now I create a little fan base in my community. Many people used to hear my style and say it fool or it is not up the norm because too many really sing the way they know I'm sing and certain type of words when I normally use them song them. But me I try to make it much more like me can use the negative things and if I have one girl song would I normally come out super raw, super slack. But I try to clean it up to make it have a space in the dance hall for clean music. So the artists them who never really and truly have the confidence to make approach like that I do eventually would. Yeah.
And for people who don't know, like Home was a song that blew up on Facebook, like over 1 million views. Was that the point that you felt like, yo, you're doing something good, or this is your big break? Did it feel like your boss when you got that virality from it?
I was happy about the notoriety, but the bus part wasn't so much because man they broke them time to see me. More time I come France to the baby mother used to cost me see me guys, she want some money and that never really did it to see me sometimes. Not all the time though, because I'm not getting a bad name, but sometimes. Yeah man, and it's a broke cute see me and would still aspire to be an artist. And with less support, because the household was not really a place where I push you, so you never really feel the vigor. So even though the road show that you're loved, not getting it personally from the individuals around you can also be tiring, because when you have to try to convince an individual about the message or the movement that they're trying to convey, it cannot be conducive to you personally or per se, But nonetheless, still that was a ray of hope for me. And then moving from this out, Boogie Woogie showed me that positive music that has clean texture can also still be silky for dancehall. And then comes Humans, and Humans was actually played by you guys from IRIE FM, but then they banned the song off of the airwave at the time, based on the context of the song with all of the message them and things that go forward. And they must say, boy, it kind of, because at the time, certain things we would talk about COVID would also be flagged, So every time the song would upload it would not get flagged and it get freeze on YouTube. And I remember Rapper Crapper took the video and do a review about it at the time. And then the people in my England they start share it up and then a virgin named Bone something like Killer from 99 Jams in America play it and a lot of people in the Bronx and so they start share the song and they go forward. But at the time I plan to give up music now because at the time it be turned 26. Yeah, and me not a boss. Me get all the good songs on my road, but me not a boss. And me never really have the money like so. So, me start pay the farming thing more in mind. And me do Ambition. And while doing Ambition, me now forgot I used to shoot a video for a girl called Leah Caribe in a big yard. So a big yard Mr. Record. And then when the song advice him come to the studio and say, yo, send me the song are gone. The tune never boss. And I remember me have it, but it never fully finished yet though. I'm sending to the same bridge named Afro Boy. You know the girl named Lee Bianca was I've been drinking more
Yeah, yeah,
alcohol for
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Him their manager at the time. Because Lee Bianca's a girl who me know. You know? And even the same rhythm was a bus pan. I also own the rhythm there.
Oh
I've a share
wow.
cut I because from my
That is
album we up on the same
amazing.
beat. Yeah
Mm-hmm.
man. So when they buy a cut of the rhythm off of YouTube and me fear one and push up. But we're not even straight from that. The same youth now named Quasi and Negos now. Negos introduced me to Quasi. Quasi invested in Ambition, you know. So bought the rhythm from Marlon and pay him for mix and master. We put out the song and it was the first time in history I've seen 65,000 views for one of my videos, and that was organic. At the time when I worked at a youth named Verge, and Verge now was a YouTube analyst. So you know, in the help set up the YouTube ads for it. So then so I look at ads there on YouTube and people can click. You know, so shoot the video for Ambition because we start your IRIE FM around it. Big up to IRIE FM. You know,
Mm-hmm.
by the pan IRIE FM started the tune and bad tune. Shoot the video, man, I forgot. February the 24th, Saturday. ZJ Sparks posted and said, Jamaica, look here. Then Tin Milk posted and said, oh, it's a good music. Nah, make I mean, tell her. When they start see a whole heap of following start coming up. But you know, I'm still not paying no mind because I've had these rodeos before. But
Mm-hmm.
not to the magnitude of this. I'm going to go a bush now and come down in the evening with a bucket and I'm going to go a place called Giant in a Port Marathon. And I see a virgin I walk up to me now with a phone and video me. So I have a cutlass in my hand and I say, boy, I'm going to lick you the cutlass. How we have drive it in a dirty clothes. How we have style. You know, kind of them kind of meme there around. People like use people that make them in a meme. So I wonder if that's some meme thing in there. My man said, DJ, I say I need the fans them. And somebody can't say Mr. Dirty Brother and you have video, man. The man said, no, DJ, understand, I style, man. I happy to see you, man, because you find it. And I say, I walk out of the plaza in a kish. And I tell you, so when I walk on the road, every car pass me, I hear tune. And I say, I lie. So I go check my brother down in the bug. He was a police. So when I on the veranda, I sing some new song for him and bug. I say, boy, me I hear them song on the DJ, but you find it already, you know. Separation done for you know with DJ. Me I say, yeah, man, Mr. Free. Man, to see you, man. Then I go up on Instagram, I say, La Boss driving in a one car and a video and show, and then I look up on it and say, Proto J, Chronix, Leela IK, Jesse Royal, the brown girl, the DI. Then I start to the entire fraternity, being the man, everybody where you can think of with blue tick at the time, because I'm not a blue tick. I say, I mean, the entire Jamaica post a song. I'm buying at the night, radio call, phone call, everything from all sort of walks. I FM a call, everybody want to play it. So I go big yard the Monday. I mean, I forgot, them time that I rent a car. Somebody, but they're $400 US, I mean, rent a car, drive go big yard. Me and the driver at the time, me and love her. Bless him up same way. And, you know, me say, Wesley, and I'm bridging in Cougar, support one car and black scanner box and some dub plate work for me. Kishima, when the man bust the bag, you know. About $3 or $4 million worth of money, you know, with them blow my nose.
Wow. If you're just joining us, we are on the road to success. We are journeying with Yaksta, and I just love the realness and authenticity with how Yaksta is sharing and telling his story. No holding back. So, yeah, when
Yeah,
you bust the bag
yeah,
now.
yeah, man. So the man can a scandal bag come give me and I tell you some feeling heavy, you know. I mean, I say, because about the mine, you know, Jamaican bad over there, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, I say, I want to DJ. And I must say, man, if a dub plate, man, and give him one piece of paper with about 100 name on it. And then by the time I look, I say, Wesley come with the next scandal bag of money and buying at the day. Rico Rasta, start of individual big yard, studio yard, full up a man, you know, I tell you, say, man for days in the car. You know, at that time of COVID, so everybody can use the money and make a little thing. I mean, I tell you, say, the
Mm-hmm.
phone never stop ring. Sometimes I'll days when I sleep for. I mean, just remember so from this everything me start look up and you know the first thing I bought to them when there was a Pro Box. Cause I said, all right, the Pro Box are gonna be the monarch. We're gonna sail the ship, you know, for me personally. And we just start travel from town because we want to more get efficient and we just start invest back into our next farm. But problems came and we actually lose that and you know, moving over we couldn't even perform because of COVID. And then, you know, it's like right to Andrew on site and him saying, no, I want to link up with you and me and Black Hero. go a big yard and we have a meeting and we tell them the cry and everything and invite them to parliament and bust the place the next day after, you know.
No.
Which I don't know them work, you know. It's a craft man, them. I put them full of
Yeah.
craft, but they don't think I'm make it feel nice and free up the road
Yeah.
and take with the whole social media, but they don't know, big him up same way. Yeah, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But what do you think though? Because like you mentioned, like from the prime minister to fans locally and internationally, like the song definitely resonated with many people. Why do you think
yeah.
that was?
I think it was just the realness of it, you know. And at the time, people shying away from topics like these because a lot of people even who heard the idea before said it wouldn't work because Jamaica want more gun song and that's where most of them they want me to actually swing to. But I saw that if all of my generation came and sing one thing, then we're gonna be fully delusional and fully diabolical and fully nonsense and dunce, as we normally say. You know? So it's like I just ran the race. I mean, just know, say, I never know, say the song and blow up that big still, because to be honest, it kind of sucked the life out of almost all the other songs, them, based on the impact that it made on people's life. Because that song turned a lot of cruff, think tough. You get me, I say?
No,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
isn't it?
it is just like the knowledge that you have to deal with topics like financial independence and self sufficiency, and do it in a way where it is cool for people to understand, and just like you say, take a lot of cruff and turn them into something else. Talk to us about like even that balance, like trying to fit all of that into music, melody, and so cause people not only listen to it for the meditation, them a dance to it, them a vibe,
Yeah.
like was that difficult in the process to put that together?
I think special people will be special, just like yourself, you know? It's like not everybody was cut out to be a host, as dominant and professional as you know? So it's like, for me personally, we're all instruments of the creator. And I just think that we're just sent here to be to convey whatever necessary message to the appealing public. I think one thing was just experimenting with sounds and sonics and making sure that every single thing was aligned properly. But then, nextly, was being myself. I think at one point, even at the music and I'm enjoying it the same way, I was losing me because I was taking informations and direction from everybody else that was not Yaksta per se. You get me? I say? Because for me personally, I'm just an individual that is unapologetic. And for a while working with other individuals, I was muzzled. Like I couldn't really say more to say because me like art is supposed to be, an expression of what it truly is. It's like I'm not a bossy person for by nature. Means I'm gonna like weird things and what I don't call taboo or odd. It's like fitting in the norm is not special. It's just joining and all of the trainer that is actually running. So for me personally, I was always doing certain things unorthodox. And I came out to that formula that worked, moved from that formula to try to find a next formula, which the formula leading back to the same formula now. You get me? I say? So I just think with how ambition was structured, I just sought it and saw it that knowledge can also be cool. And in order to get it into the school, you have to sing the swags and the lingos that you use, the same bad words, the same type of slang, because the texture of message changes each 10 years. You have to figure out a new way of convey the message, and something I got change again with maybe things so more robotic than now. Certain things that I wanted to sing at the time, many people were saying no because it might offend this, it might offend that. But I'm saying, why be an artist if it can't be true? It's like, because most people just just go corporate, but really actually there's no fun in the not being you. So even if I don't be the biggest artist per se, or the most impactful per se, which I know that I am, because I've made several amount of ripples, really and truly mold people life in a positive direction. And it's good enough for me. Because normally we put every accolades in front of us and don't think about the impact that we might make. And yeah, many people that have so many accolades and have no impact, and wish the impact
Was greater.
was more than even accolades. Because yes, you may get an award for this and an award for that best way, but have you made any impact into a person's life that shit? Because people are gonna big up for the year for the arts of the year, but they won't forget it next year when time and it's hot song come. And you're going to keep getting overridden with new things. But a man that made an impact like our Vibes Cartel will make everybody bleach with cake swap. That will never left. Who make street vibe drum. That will never left. Who makes Clarks be one of the most selling type of units. Them think they will never leave the mind of individuals of that peak time period. And even so, people make references of what they have done, just like Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and them and there before us. And Jimmy Cliff, you know?
But
So those are the type of impacts we have to make.
but in the same breath, though, like you got IRIE FM's New Artist of the Year award, and I think
Yeah.
that in itself it's an accolade, but it was also like a great impact. But what did that mean to you in that moment, regardless of your stance?
But to be honest, anything for IRFM is always a plus for me because IRFM is always putting me as a plus. You know? It's like when I have to ask an individual to play a song for me on IRFM because IRFM will actually show. So with that, I have to accept with gratitude. I'm not saying when accolades comes that I will not be grateful for. But I'm saying the aim is to make sure that the music make the impact and everything else is forward after. You know? It's like many times people normally come to me and say, boy, they DJ the Muslim. Nobody can Muslim if you work hard and it does not hit, it does not work the right formula. I just feel like every single thing starts and finish with you. What you say might offend a man, but if you are great, you're just great because people cannot stop greatness. You understand? But if you know make somebody get in their head while you are great, and then you start retrack from your own journey or your destiny, then real and truly, your greatness, your geekly. So for me personally, no matter how long it take, me tell you, say, yeah, I'll live just like come here talk now upon this. And I say, boy, I never interviewed Yaksta, you know, when that name so big yet. Because me know, Kshema, it's like, the reason I have not stopped is because me know the level of talent I have. Because Jah give me the gift if you can go any direction. And to be honest, me just choose the direction with suit and feasible for the people them know. Whilst many people might say, boy, Yaksta is a reggae artist, Yaksta is a dancehall artist, I'm an artist that do both. And if I feel like more on the rap and hip hop, I mix it with my culture and push it. Jamaica, I sing both and sing for. So I sing for my culture. And there's not one way to the recipe of making great music. Because normally everybody say follow the way, follow no, I follow my way. Me I be me. Me I go be the troublemaker most people don't want to be. As them quote unquote claim.
In the same breath, though, does that also include Yaksta? Because you know, when you came out initially, like you also came with an image. You know, you were giving us like a type of image, a type of swag. You know, your glasses, the type of piercing for your ears, that is, and that type of thing. And was that also a part of you being pushed in a direction that you didn't want to go?
Yeah, the hat was always me, you know, and the glasses. That was just basically my signature. I mean, it's always like for your African type of ornaments. People might look upon it and say, at the swim way, you know, them normally say, at them man they wear them type of earring and whatsoever. But for me personally, it's more of an African, African thing. Isn't it? It's more of an African thing for me personally.
Tribal.
Yeah, tribal, yeah. Give me a second, I'll call it. But don't push me off of this thing. Yeah. So it's more of a tribal type of concept for me personally. The tuxedo and them thing that was always it to me. But then again, to me, I gotta be honest. I believe I've grown up on it. The reason why I ask no wear enough tuxedo and everything, I just put on like a weight. I say so because I'm tight.
Wait, is it comfortable now or what?
Yeah, it's comforting, but I want to tell you this because I was always up working at night time. Because people might see it and them trouble me say, boy, I have KFC and farm and everything. But I'm trying to bring them to the still like kind of funny for me, you know? But at some point you have to morph and you have to try to do something different. So it's like, you see, everybody normally go the orthodox way, you know. So I say, I wonder if me change that my swag and just give them, you know, like a normal type of vibe. So I just give them a different image, you know. Yeah, more ragamuffin thing, you know. Yeah, but you don't know what I'm ready again. You just never know, because remember, it's a show, and you have to know how to show. So you don't know, next time again, we might just give them something different again. Because I know, bush lad, man, bush lad is forever changing, you know?
No, but look, that signature glasses, that was epic. You can bring that back to that really gave you like a standout kind of look. Now, on the whole note of image and appearance and that type of thing, you know, Rastafari, is this a liberty for you or just fashion?
All right, so I'm going to be honest, because I know many people fear to talk them true. You see, though I made part of that Rasta, I learn about it, I wouldn't say I'm a Rastafari per se. But I do take strong belief in Selassie same way, and the things that he has done and what Rasta used to stand for. Because now I'm not so sure. You get me I say? Yeah, because a lot of things has changed and maybe it's just more a modern form of how people project what it is what it is. But I think that the true essence of as a youth when I used to see it and when I come seeing at the game, it changed. So it kind of heartbreaking to see it. I know many people might shy away from this. It's just like even when they're talking about slavery, but everybody else blame the white man, but they blame the black man who helped the white man catch the black man and to put them in a slavery. It's the same thing as that. And I think now, when it comes down to even Rastafarianism in music, it is much more monetized than spiritual or spiritualized now. I may be wrong. It's just my opinion. Many people might not like it. Many people might do. Many people might agree. Many people might disagree. But still, I stand where I stand. I'm standing with my stance. So for me personally, I am still soul searching. But what me can tell you how I feel is when me I sing or when me I write a song, it always come from a heavenly place. You know? And when I say boy, I do jam music or God music or whatever music you have to talk of a divine, you know? But if a man fi say boy, I'm a Rasta right now, would I be lying? You get me I say? Because not like say boy, I practice it and every day I get up and do what the Rasta them supposed to do. I might not consume flesh and I might not come to do certain things same way, but more than tell us a
There's more
boy,
to
me
it.
fully know everything. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lie. I end up on a lying thing and a pose and I mislead nobody. I end up on that. I just be
Yeah.
me. And if I just say lead me eventually, then that's where it will be. But for now, I'm still a soul search and I still a try to find my true purpose, which me know one of them already, is to also help people to elevate themselves to a higher consciousness. Yeah.
And speaking about like that purpose, we know the music industry, it kind of driven by the hype and the quick cash. And with you
Yeah.
being driven by purpose, do you ever feel everything just kind of becoming like overwhelming or dis discouraging, for want of a better
Yeah.
word? Like on the path, you're putting out these songs with one core purpose, but then the industry itself, is what it is as it relates to just the hype and the quick cash type of mentality.
If you feed only chicken to a shop, the more come my shop for chicken. But if you are introduce vegan to a chicken market, what you feel like happen? One might smell it and like it and taste it, but the mass majority are still buy them chicken. Now, never feel pressured for when you create something that will become a goal. That will be that is goal. Because just like we have to dig with the sand, move with the gravel, sieve it out, parcelize it, or whatever you want to call it, put it through a process, that's the process to take to actually make something more impactful. So me personally, I'm never pressured about what the industry is because me is a carefree individual. When everybody pull up on MBs, me pull up on Pro Box and it carry the same place and you buy more gas than me a bay. And my Pro Box full up and can carry my gas
Eh.
town and go back and watch it. I can't even run a trip if I feel like someone run a trip. So suppose me feel like I don't want to be like today and so run a trip from town to watch it and charge 1,000 a head. You can't that near beast because I make your beast look shit, So
Yeah,
me can,
yeah.
yeah. So for me personally, it's never about fitting in. It's about standing out and standing out in an outstanding way. So people can always see that you can be an exemplary factor. Why every time I have to do the way where the music industry designed it to be? Why me can't just put on one shirt and me like and wear back one pants and wear it in a music video? And put on one shoes and me want to wear. And drive a car and me want to drive. Me have to always conform to what the fans them want to see. Because if they only want to see me looking like what me I sing but not to do, then really and truly we are enslaved. Because if the music is not as impactful as how them actually see it, because they come as they are, because many times the man the most Sony really come up to him and say, I mean him Sony. And I mean sign the whole them artists and give them $1 million. No, you don't see Sony. You see the artist the most who work with Sony. And oftentimes cause Sony who's also richer than them. So I am not trying to be the artist who cost Sony. I'm trying to be like a Sony or be better than a Sony but in an artistic manner. So for me personally, I'm not trying to confirm because I'm in business. I didn't even look. I didn't talk, I didn't business. I have one care in a real. Maybe this is about it.
Now, Yaksta, you mentioned Sony just now in trying to bring across a solid point. But I want to ask you though, would you ever take a major deal if it meant sacrificing some creative control?
I would take a major deal, but not giving up what Yaksta stand for. So if it doesn't comes with what I truly stand for, then fine. I will struggle. I'm gonna put out. I'm not gonna be the biggest artist. Me alright with that. Because sometimes giving up creative control just for a monetary gain, really and truly, you're not gonna be superly happy because I've got millions, whole heap of money. And that never brought me as much peace as when me I create the music or when time I actually a beach or a river with my family. Or, seeing some of my friends know for a longer time. I think, yes, it would be good. So you can push the genre now and show them, say, boy, they start do it, see me. But certain things I just not going to stand for. Because I know wrong from right, and innately, I'm a conscious person. So if something not really right with me, I'm not going to argue it no more. I grew up past the stage, and I just know, it's all right, if it's not for me, it's not for me. And I just excuse myself from that. But I can't tell you straight. Them will come. Because I say, the song I make you hear last night, I tell you. Because the girl never come to me, I get them a song, so I give them something nice and clean. And they come broke out, nothing but I broke out song, you know?
Let us talk about that because ever so often, you will go between consciousness and not to say like when you go dancehall, it is still not, staying on a level because you're really in a lower standard to a ground level. But is it an internal battle with you in terms of you want to be conscious, but then there's also that side of you where you want the dancehall and the broke out and you want to see the girl them go on with themselves and that type of thing?
Kshema, you see, I say you have some man free to tell you, know. Me love a madness like Kshema. That's about me. I go to madness, man. Me love when I go dance and I'm happy. And people that dance. It's just that nothing is wrong with being unapologetic and raw, and can express yourself. But it's when at the extent now when everybody do the same thing and you degrade the female, man, and tell them say you want peeping in them face and pass a stool at them thing and them call them germs and muck and dog filth and that. Come on. We have to use like powerful connotations. We have to use powerful connotations for real and truly build up the black culture because you can see the men, us men that are black man is always at bay to some form of fatal unnecessary violence. And the woman, them always be rape and exploit, whether mentally or physically. It's like them always want to make our type of female, which is really truly carbonated, godly beings, feel like them lesser than themselves. So if Uno not do it, then I'll get up and be the one and talk on the business who it want offend. Because if I may ask, move family and sing the good music, them and help the people them. Because one thing I know about my fans them, if I could have back a God no go, them will follow me. And them will come then them will go support and them will go show out. So for me personally, I was predominantly doing dancehall before. But as I say, we fuse the dancehall sound with the reggae and use an international appeal and try to structure the diction and into a more universal concept. So it's not a struggle between I am the one that is doing it and don't care. So if you want to bash me, say, boy, I'm losing meds, because I know I'm losing not a meds. Me no fool and I'll never be fool. You get what I'm saying? But just feel mad and just want to sing about some woman and I'll sing about some woman who want to make business. Yeah.
But we can't tell you, Yaksta. Me tell you privately already, me I gonna tell you publicly too, You see, you're a superpower. You see, when Yaksta got conscious, I you give it a wailing sound in your voice. Oh gosh, man.
Yeah, man, give me this, man. Even I know, but sometimes I become mad to honest. Party with some people the same, and then when I'm listening to my party song, I'm just going at them in the dance hall and I go beat them body the message. So I say it, I forgot, I have to give them a little intro more time, I make them listen and take them ears and say, all right, me get their attention now. So, all them brain food, I'm gone again. Yeah.
No. Walk inside my shoes. In this song, you tackle, several issues. Some of where you just mentioned, but what's the one harsh truth you reveal in the song that you actually think people are afraid to address or acknowledge?
The first two lines in the first verse is very impactful to a lot of people, but it is really and truly a metaphor that was actually used in a raw manner to convey the message. Many people might not get it because they might just look on the surface of it. But what walk inside shoes is my truth. It's the truth that many times people might see me and feel like I'm not go through things and like me not have bad days or like me not have trauma walking with. And whilst that other people live some life where real and truly many people aspire or desire. Because a youth might look upon me and say I'm getting inspired, but real and truly never know say through the process of it, I've lost myself like 1,000,000,000 times and I have to refine them back again. And remodel back my mental structure. And it's like whilst a man might look upon a female and for the aesthetics, most times people don't try to date an individual past and trauma to see if that actually matches with theirs. Because when I take up a person, you have to take up all the baggage that you had before you. So you have to basically know where you're getting yourself in. You know? And whilst a man might see certain topics that I may sing and they might find it very touchy, I think because it is the truth, people can always shy away from the truth. So walk inside my shoes, dive into all the moral, when I say no, depletions of what we used to stand for and what many people are afraid of and afraid to sing or even bring forth to the people. And you know, because visa and make you solid because of such and such and then go foreign. Many people might go America and aspire to be an individual who quote unquote successful, but there's story behind them success that you may know and I may not know. And many people show out and show off, but really and truly, when I go inside of the show, it is in an audience, it's empty. It's an empty vessel. So yeah, man, walk inside my shoes and the song that carry me through to this day, because I'm selling me sing board at the chorus. Yeah, man.
Wow, that's really amazing, and I think this is why I really love Road to Success, the journey, because it is a platform where we're having these authentic, raw conversations where can help somebody along their journey who is probably going through similar situations or even worse. You know, so like, yo, a day at a time, you know, a
Yeah,
day
man.
at a time can get you there, but 22, your album, I remember when you had your launch and there was just a slew of entertainers who came out in their numbers and showed you support. Were you taken aback by the amount of love and support that you got from the music industry?
To be honest, no. You know, many people always use the terms that they might fight me. I don't feel like nobody's fighting me. I'm just a different character in the music, and you know, everybody also have their own journey to focus on. But the love and the support that I've gotten is still getting and will be getting from dancehall is tremendous. And you see that. It's like, you know, me try best not for create enemies. I me try best for just be mutual and just talk the truth and just be myself. And the love that I've gotten from being a man, Chronicler, Lali, Cranium, Munga, Honorable, Kabaka, who was me I miss now? Coming Shano, Monifa. There's so much artists that pass through, Damon Quafford. All of the people come through, Star, Dragon, IRIE FM, Zip, you name them. All the industry players that actually turn out showed me that what I'm doing is not nonsense. And it's something that is really needed. Because before us was, you know, the reggae revival and all them you the and them elders to see me formulate the thing and push it together and carry it on a level so we know couldn't take it on. Sadly, we are more divided than united and you know more ego driven. I mean I exclude myself because there's things about me that I may not know and I may not see that other people might have in a concept that, you know. So I have to also take accountability for that to see me. But I think but I love to see a part where a slew of conscious artists rise up so me can feel like, all right, no, I'm a bad artist now. So me can, cause they might not talk, but me like the competition. I like the artist bad, I can say, boom, tick like, hey man, tune, bad for everything, so I make a bad tune and that, you know. It just
Yeah,
give me a vibe.
yeah, yeah.
But it's not from a
Healthy
bad place. Like,
competition.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's healthy, you know. Say, it dig your brain to find like real songs. And, you know, big up Nation Boss, you know. I even the other day, me and my reason, and I tell him, say, boy, I feel like you want to stop because in music, I'm have to sit down and reason with him to see him in the car. He's a very talented artist, and I know sometimes it's not the easiest industry to navigate. So if I'm actually out there here to see him, I'm make him know, say, brother, remember, say, you have fans, and the youth, them love you, and the radio, them still away by the same way. You have to just get up now and just push your things same way, you know? So yeah, we need more of them things, but yeah, that's my
Yeah,
thing.
no, that's real. That's good, great advice. I love that, Yaksta. No, you
Yeah,
mentioned
man.
Kabaka Pyramid, and you collaborated with him for Pond Island. Talk to us about
Yeah,
what it was like working with the Grammy artist, and what was your
yeah.
takeaway from that experience?
You know, how it all started was me just hear my album and the album was just out of the box. And many people might overlook him album, but the album when released with Gang is The Calling is really an album that caught me. You get me? I don't know, I'm share him thing and him follow me and then we start reading through the internet and thing and we go Europe and you know, out of everybody that was there, him come up on stage and watch me perform and him congratulate me for me interest. So me actually feel you know, appreciated for that. And, you know, we just kept the link and him send me some rhythm one time and I say, oh, you know, the rhythm over your phone and a reggae rhythm, because I know, I'm not a reggae producer, I'm only trap producer I have. and him send me some rhythm. I mean, they like them. But I never vice pan none at the time. So I just keep on sending me some rhythm, man. I say, brother, I'm just artist, I produce, and I say, I go sing for you too. And he just send me a couple rhythm and my vice like about 12 songs for him. And I say, yo, one day I want to learn to kiss you. I'm gonna smoke, you know. I'm gonna chop the ganja. And I say, you know, the ganja lick me down and tell me that I eat that and I say.
Oh
So
my
now,
gosh.
while we high, you know. So me come to now and start play the rhythm in my earpods. And the moment I heard the rhythm, I just start think back. So some of the band back in the 60s, like some of them old time, and the kind of more time I like to watch rockers and them thing there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like we comes a boom now and we start play the music. And we write the song, I'm like, Kabaka, you know, find an idea for you though. And when him hear it, him say, real and truly, my general, I know me if you sing this, or you if you sing that, you know? Because not like he's a virgin who want a song anyways, he's a lyricist, you know? But when I say, boy, he want to team up and work on a project together and bounce ideas and so forth, I say, fine, I don't know. And would I say, you know, I feel like if you sing this, I say, no, Yaksta, me I hear you in this sound. This sound like you. This sound like the the up on it style. I remember a thing called up on it, you know. I must say, this sound like the up on it style, you know? Where there's jump on a rhythm and I get the vibe. And I want to tell you, Kish, I go and record the song and send it to him, and the vibe was just out of the box. I'm going to go California, and a Mexican virgin named Richard heard it. And when Richard heard it, he tell me, say, brother, this is going to be a hit. And the song hit it, you know, but me I tell you straight, it's a hit song. No, that song now dropped in
Song nice,
Senegal and became
man.
number one. So the Pandy Island song and number one. And last night they played on Lego the Street Wednesday and Stone Love anniversary thing. And the reception we get, the kind of glad to see how Jamaica I take on to our next reggae song. So until then, make we see it go.
Yeah. No, you have a song called Controversy, you know, with a creative twist. Do you think artists and fans, you know, like in general, like should just also take accountability for the type of content or songs that become a hit or go viral?
I repeat that again, repeat that. So we can get the right answer.
Right. So you have a song we call Controversy, right? And we know
Yeah.
we also know that the space you will hear people often say, boy, as an artist, you have to do certain things in order to go viral or to bust. But do you think fans or entertainers in general should, you know, take accountability for what bust, what get let out?
I think it's a collective of the entertainer and also the fans. But the entertainer definitely is the creator of what will be said in the dance. So I think accountability goes both ways and not just one way, you know? So I think when an individual create a song, so you actually get the impact with the people, them, it yeah, you have to really actually take responsibility for certain things that you put out because that is all it will affect the people. Because if you write a song and the song is about killing somebody and a person consume that song, whatever impact that song has, that's what they will get while listening to it. And that might give off a negative reaction to somebody. But when it comes down to crime in society, you can't blame an artist because an artist buy a gun and I put in a Jamaica and ship them come here. You get me? I say? So you also have to blame the people who's also in power. But because artists is influential, we normally get some blame. But we also play a pivotal part in also escaping our people consume or navigate through society because we are what they live through. We are their method of finesse. You know? Yeah.
Do you think it is a cop out when entertainers kind of ignore their social responsibility? To say, boy, you know, for them thing is just about being creative as opposed to acknowledging that social responsibility. Do you think it's a cop out?
I think many people is not man enough to say it. And yeah, it can be a cop out because if you sing something negative and then I say you're not a role model, then who you are singing for? You're singing for the mass populace for listen. So if you're singing a lifestyle that you're not living, then you're misleading an individual. You get messy. So even though it is music and it's art, what you do also have a negative effect or a positive effect based on what you design them to listen. So if you are gonna make a song now and say, for instance, if you start bleaching and say, and yeah, sing where you live, then really and truly could have sing other things where you live the same way. So if you sing where you live and then your fans who love you start follow you or emulate you, then really and truly you're the one that they're following. So you can't run from where you create. Yeah, many people are gonna try to back out from them reality there, but you have to be man about it. We do a lot
Yeah.
of things where people really and truly take to them heart. And if you as an individual now try to live up to what you are do, then you're just a liar,
Yeah.
even to
And
yourself.
even if you think about the power of music, because you can now feel down, depressed, or sad, and music is that tool that can lift your mood. Music can inspire you, even if sometimes you didn't at the dance, you hear a certain song come on and it make you feel well bad. You know what I mean? So we can't
Yeah.
ignore the influences.
Where's that make you feel well, man?
Innit?
Keep
Of
man around
course,
for the
you,
make you feel.
but on a lie, you hear some song and you feel like, yo, you get that
Yeah.
kind of vibe. But if me come for your farm now, Yaksta, what we can get? How the farming a
All
go?
right.
What are you
All right.
farming now?
So right now, I just be only and we have now. And we are looking for start plant cassava to see me. Also in St. Mary, there will be coconuts and we have some catch crop at the time, but it never really work out based on it. I know sometimes it's a very risky bits, but no. I'm big up to Omar Noel said speed because him is the individual who actually helped put me onto a lot of things through a lot of portals way. Eventually it's turning to fruition, when it comes on to that because I've tried like several times and one of them was null. The first one was successful, then unforeseen happenings one. Then after that, it was two failed, and then this one now actual blooming. So by the next 6 months, when you can get over onion to buy bags and bags of them, good like container.
Wow. You
Yeah,
know what
man.
I wanted to do? I wanted to use this platform and speak to the youngsters who may just see farming as not an ideal job, but it is also important that we know what we are putting in our body and know it's not genetically modified.
Yeah. Um, any food that is prepared under 10 minutes is poison. Any food that can stay on a shelf for 2 or 3 years is actually poison. That's not food. Any food that nature don't consume is not food. It's poison. And from your youth, we've been feeding our body poisons. You get me? I say, um, we need food every day. And if somebody create what you eat, tell you how to eat it, then they can tell you how to dead. But if you have nature around you and don't utilize it and make somebody else from a different country come, buy up all them things and prepare your food where you to eat, them actually sell you a culture that is not you. And remember, if God never make it, if nature never make it real and true, it can't heal. So it's like just as though you don't think about buying the NSC and buying the big whip and car fee, lower female into having sex with you and make you feel cool. You have to also think of other proper plan, isn't it? Other plans that really and truly can generate funds because music is not always going to be an A day. I've witnessed that. Me have seen winners, we have a rise, and we have a dip, and we have a fall, and we have a nothing day, then we have a day when things spark, and we have a day when things just boom. Then nothing go on again, and then everything just fade and come back. Because music is forever changing. So it's like, it is very important to sustain the environment and the economy within an economy. Because if you can also be an individual who produce, then imports will not be on a bigger scale. You can also be the import within the place that would seeking importation from other places. You get me? I say? So, yeah, for me, farming is everything. And we keep on telling you them they say, oh, jump in a dirty boat and a dirty pants and go dig up some ground same way. Opposed to sit down pan the corner alone and say just one bang your line. Because one day the skull them money are gonna run out, And you get what I say? And one day that might not be avenue, but if you have something that can sustain yourself, then real and truly that is still making you a man because most men nowadays don't even know if they do the works. You understand? With docile into that manner. It's like if everybody a chacha boy, some man now try to man and woman want somebody to lead them. So if you're not leading by example, then who will she go lead you? She go lead you in the direction where she feel fit for
It's
her.
right.
And she not gonna want you because a woman want a man who can be a man. So I tell you them this, brother. If I have a taxi offer and I buy some taxi kind of necessarily for the farming. But I would advise that everybody plant a tree. Because at our time I'm coming on money enough but food or short to eat. And the man with the more food I can basically be the man with the goal. So just saying. you know.
Oh, good advice. Now, yesterday when I was trying to call you and I couldn't get you, and then you explained to me, say, yeah, wash your children uniform. And like that was just so heartwarming. I wanted to talk to us about Yaksta, the dad, and the husband, unofficial
Yeah,
husband.
yeah, unofficial, yes, yeah. But I'm trying to be the best father I can be, you know. And my daughter live here so with me same way. Sometimes my son come through. I know the bunch of kids that will come sometimes and them they are same way. He's not a man who really and truly like to see place, have whole heap of clothes and them thing that pile up sometimes and but it can be very, when I say tedious to the mother to said sometimes, even though I do a million and 10 things, but just by body mass and towering over her. You get me I say, and even though he might use machine and them things, sometimes you can't see while doing it. It get very tedious because
Yeah,
then
even though
everybody
we
really
never
and
see
truly
a
grow.
scrubs. You can't
Yeah.
scrubs. Me see, me see the video on
Yeah, man.
social media. You're
Yeah,
not scrubs, but
yeah,
you're gone.
yeah, yeah. Man, the scrubs are still, but you don't know me take out the stain washing brush, you know? Cause some learn it. You get me I say? But yeah, man, more time I see something, man, I just wash them, man. Cause I just owe me grow still, you know? Them things don't really bother me. Like some people might look at it and say, oh yeah, big artist. Big artist are small artist. Me a human being. Me just like what me like. I mean, just not try to be nothing else where you want me to be. Me not try to fit in anybody. Or them. If you perceive me as a Michael Jackson, that's for your business. Cause me and him. You know? You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, man. So you don't have to wash you them clothes more time to and press them and play dolly to the daughter, or go to do and you have to just be a cartoon character. Some of them can look pan and just have fun with and I just me that. Big up my son them in this traffic can go see because I feel that them love. And while sometimes I see me have to on the phone at work, see him, I'm still trying to make some little time in between, you know? Because don't live with me, live with my mother. But
Yeah.
the rest of them live with me, you know?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really amazing. And you didn't tell us about Yaksta, the unofficial husband, but we know you heights
Uh,
up, you impress every opportunity you get through music and otherwise.
yeah, you don't know, it's like, I've always pump the same energy in a whatever queen you have, you know? You have to make a female feel important because I don't know what about reassurance and woman, but I'll tell them to baby look what you like for you 12 times for day from that man, isn't it? Yes, I was a whole heap of work that still, but I keep on a remind sometimes I don't even remember. But nonetheless still, um when a person is living in their truth and them can actually make you feel at home and them can show you support, to me something that you must admire, you know? And while so us men sometimes normally break hearts in a million pieces, over a million thousand times, non-stop, we still have to try to find the balance in for making someone know that when they are valued, they are valued. And yeah, big up me Empress.
No, that is amazing. And we are on the button, but I cannot ask you, what are you currently working on? What can we look out
Yeah.
for from Yaksta?
Well, look out for the album. I've released two singles off it, Ceasefire featuring myself and Ceasefire Remix featuring Chronica. We have Walk Inside My Shoes and it Pandey and Zaza on the album. I might be releasing like 4 projects this year because I have too much songs to them from my computer. So out of them 3,000, 4,000 songs, them I start looking some song. And from on the seat from the other day, that's what I've been doing. We have World Peace that is out now, produced by ZJ West and Chamba and myself. It's a song where it really and truly tells what going on in the modern time, our world right now, and people need to look out and be aware. And we need them to also stream. We have Gelato and Boost featuring Joshi. We have Tides, which is now going on well in the street scene. We walk inside my shoes. Pandeland, as I said before, we have a song called Response that is now blowing up. Bush Braff that is actually produced by Ramesh. And we have at least 27 more songs to release before my album drop. Come and look at some songs. But look out for Bush Fest and look out for Overyard Sundays. Overyard Sundays will be a weekly event in St. Mary that, bringing youth and culture back into St. Mary. Also, reggae and dancehall is not just a dancehall show, so people can come, show them bad prowess, when it comes down to, being an MC of the people. We have Bush Fest that will be also found and Bush Fiesta. Bush Fiesta will be an event that will be held in Portmore, maybe in August. Looking at them, just look for Bush Fest for your final concert. It's going to be a more holistic family vibe, community vibes, I should say. with various different type of artists, dancehall and reggae. And Bush Fiesta same way within Kingston. Look for Bush Foots, which is gonna be the water boot brand. Look for Bush Brands, which is gonna be
What?
the aprons. Yeah, man. Look for Bush
Yeah.
Court, which is the A coat, and look for Bush Sparks, which is the lighter, and look for Mr. Bush. It's gonna be like some tin foods and jams and jelly, by one of my partners in Barbados with a Jamaican house band same way, So we're just teaming up on some sorts and look for the banana chips brand between, yours truly, Mr. Tunley and Omar Noel, a politician same way, And we have some speakers coming to CMA, so and merch and
Wow.
CDs and vinyls. So we just are trying to expand
I
the thing.
love
It
it.
take it time still, but I don't know. But they are work though.
Look here, that means that when they say bush loader, look here, no, I don't know, joke thing. It exciting, sounds
No, man.
exciting.
You're right, man.
It's really amazing, and I just want you to share a word of advice for upcoming entertainers who are listening to, persons who are about to pursue the journey, and them just want some inspiration. What advice you have for those persons?
Starts and ends with you, but along the journey you'll meet people that you need. You lose people that you love, but you have to also believe in what you do. And if you're not a true believer, no one can believe for you. So in order for actually get to where you need to go, you have to chat the journey with diligence, you understand, militance, and always make sure you have a ray of hope leading if no one shows you that between those dark clouds. To me personally, and my best advice we can give a man, self-belief are the best believer. Nobody can believe in you but you. You get me? I say, even if you have true believers. So powerful, full bush and never city, man. My journey with
Yaksta,
Kshema
thank you.
Francis.
I know this was so amazing. Thank you so much, Yaksta. I think one of the things that I really appreciate with you is just how authentic you were, and you just tell your story and talk your truth. And you have a lot of
Yeah,
people who
man.
are listening who can't live them truth. So continue on your journey. Real epic.
Blessings, more, man. And same to you, to Queen. All
Thank
right?
you.
Blessings.